Ready? Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin. If you cannot get enough from me, which is totally natural, please check out my Patreon page where I publish 4 extra videos per month, mostly blues. Last 2 were how to mix minor and major blues scale and an improvising session with the F blues scale. Might be interesting for you, it's linked in the description box, go check it out. If you like this video, please leave me a like, helps my channel to grow. Now let's go! If you take 10 YouTube creators, like tutorial makers, and ask them, what is the lick students would like to learn the most? And 12 out of 10, maybe even 13, will say it's this one. And so we're treating this one, and I will show you build up from here, getting ever so harder. More difficult. Now, before we start, is it better? Does it automatically get better if it gets harder? Not necessarily. No. This one, the basic version, the loser version, you might say, is not a loser version. It has been played by many greats. But let's say you have lemon ice cream and vanilla ice cream. Lemon ice cream might be harder to produce than vanilla ice cream. But does it make lemon ice cream the better ice cream? No. So it's a matter of taste, and especially it's a matter of variability. That you play, if you play this 5 times in your solo and you play it every time the same, yeah, then you have a problem. Well, it's not a huge problem. There are worse problems in the world, but you know what I mean. I will show you the basic, the loser version first, slow. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2. And you might know that from my lessons already. Okay, so now we add a little bit to the filling between these 2 points. And we do it like this. Okay, before from here we had 2 notes, these 2 notes before we hit the F and the C. And now we have 3 notes. Here, these. I use a simple left hand, okay? Here. 1 and 2 and 3. You see, dun, dun. These on the offbeats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, we have this anchor point, very important. Be in time here, don't clutter. So here you must be with both hands, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So we have the 16th triplet on the offbeat. That's the first filling. And we know from the burger business, the more filling, the greater. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Now, what can we do? We can, hold on. Hey, what was that? More filling. Now we have a lettuce, a leaf of lettuce in the middle even, another filling. So before we have this one, now we have 4 notes, getting harder, it's getting harder. So we add something to the, where we make the filling bit harder. And this is very often the difference between easier and harder piano, these fillings, like here. Always the fillings on the offbeats. You see? Okay, now we do this. 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. Good, huh? Okay, now let's see what else can we do. Ah, yeah, now comes the next difficulty. We can do something what is that? What is that? Now, we are leaving, not the German sector, but hold on. We are replacing 1 and 2 and this one with a dissolved butterfly, I call it, because, you know, the wings, light wings of a butterfly, and it helps the image that you play this like a butterfly, not like, because you got to be light and fast instead of like digging in with a shovel into the note. That makes you stick in the note. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. What in the beginning sounds like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4. I cannot count while I play and breathe. So with like an eighth and 2/16, when you play it faster, it is more becomes a triplet business. Yeah. Now, if you want to be even better, you play it like you use here this one, yeah, instead of just both is fine, but. Now, there is even a harder version for this. Let me see. Now, the harder version of this, and we want to get harder and harder, is this one. 1 and 2 and 3. We play this, which we went directly into this one. Yeah, before we played 1 and 2 and, which is great. If you managed this one, that's fantastic. Yeah. But look at this, 1 and 2 and 3, and 2 and 3, and 2 and 3. You see what I did? We 1 and 2, and we play this one, and now we have the offbeat, and on the offbeat, we play this one, just on the and. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You see? But this demands already quite, you know, nimble little finger. Now, we, of course, Dr. John would not play it like this. Very often, he puts one up, and he uses, of course, with the third, the octave. Very often you will hear this by him, like maybe an octave even higher. Okay, let's have a look. And this is quite a step, because that's not that easy, you know, a tempo to get this grooving, you know. And here we play the one we learned before, where we go directly into the butterfly. 1 and. Now, what else can we do? Now we can, we're adding a real difficulty, and that's really tough to play, but I've seen it, I've heard it, and it adds a little bit of a side note to it. Like if you put on that lettuce from a burger, what could you put on it? Piece of metal. Just a little bit piece of metal on the lettuce. Okay, here, it's this one. Let's have a look. I mean, that's really hard, but you know, it's just showing you the way into the future. If the politicians do not know, I know. It's going this way. Here, and here we do the following. And this is very quite hard, because we have to do this one, but the first one is this one, together with a G. But you can taste it. You can taste that extra, this sound here of that blue note, of this crushed note. Okay, now we come to the climax. This would be played probably by Otis Spann. Sometimes when you see transcription, good transcripts at least, you see, oh, he's filling this with so many notes, and he sounds so light while doing this. It's impossible to play, except for maybe the Power Rangers, Batman, Otis Spann, well, and yours truly, me. Let's have a look. Bop, 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 bop. And he will probably also not play it very fast, because then it's just impossible. You see, the filling is now 5 notes. It's a quintuplet on the end, on the offbeat. 1 and 2 and 3. Here. So that we meet the anchor here again. So 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. Wow. And he wouldn't probably be satisfied with this, because let's add the octaves now. Oh. 1 and. Was it okay? And then do something here maybe in the end, like not just this. Hey, we are Otis Spann, or we are the Power Rangers. No, we are Batman. Always preferred Batman. He was my favorite. So maybe why not a chord? And he would probably even like this. I'm not Batman. Like this, yes. Oh. Wow. Sounds kind of fat, doesn't it? Okay. We are there. If you can play this, the hardest version, and post it under the tutorial and comments, and we will all applaud. And I'm exhausted now. Being Batman is not easy, I can tell you. See you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Learn all the really unplayable stuff that's that really is totally unnecessary to know. Bye from Berlin. Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Christian from Berlin. If you cannot get enough from me, which is totally natural, please check out my Patreon page, where I publish 4 extra videos per month, mostly blues. Last 2 were how to mix minor and major blues scale, and an improvising session with the F blues scale. Might be interesting for you. It's linked in the description box. Go check it out. If you like this video, please leave me a like. Helps my channel to grow. Now let's go!